Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Alan and I'm from the United States, specifically from New York. And welcome to my channel, Brasicas. English and Portuguese are two languages that have a lot of Latin-based vocabulary. Therefore, there are thousands of words that both languages share that look and sound similar and usually have the same meaning as well. However, there are some words that share a similar form but have a completely different meaning in the other language. These are called false cognates, or false friends, and can lead to miscommunication, confusion, and even embarrassment in certain situations. So today I'm going to talk about 10 false cognates that exist in English and Portuguese. Here we go. Number 10. Exquisite, Esquisito. By looking at these two words, one would assume that they mean the same thing. However, they're actually pretty opposite of one another. In English, exquisite is a good thing, a great thing even. It means magnificent, amazing, or divine. You need to go to that new Italian restaurant that opened up downtown. The food is exquisite. In Portuguese, esquisito means weird or strange. Eu não falo muito com aquele rapaz. Ele é meio esquisito. Number 9. Expert, Esperto. Expert and Esperto actually have similar meanings, but they are used differently. In English, expert is a noun that refers to a person very knowledgeable or skilled in a certain field. I need to edit a video for a presentation I have in one of my classes, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll ask my friend John, he's a computer expert. In Portuguese, esperto is an adjective that simply means smart or clever. Ana tem mestrado em física. Ela é bem esperta. Number 8. Resume, resumir. In English, resume is a verb that means to continue something after a pause or an interruption. The soccer game resumed after a short break. In Portuguese, resumir means to summarize. Eu ainda não li aquele livro. Você pode resumir ele para mim? Number 7. Pretend, pretender. Pretend is a verb in English that means to appear falsely, deceive, or make believe. My coworker is so annoying. She's always pretending to be sick. In Portuguese, pretender means to intend or to plan to do something. Eu pretendo fazer intercâmbio nos Estados Unidos. Number 6. Actually, atualmente. In English, actually refers to something of fact. You live in New York City. That's awesome. Actually, I'm from the state of New York, not the city. In Portuguese, atualmente means currently. Atualmente estou estudando espanhol porque vou para o México no ano que vem. Number 5. Parents, parentes. These two words are actually very similar as they both refer to family members. But in English, parents are the people who are the mother or father to children. My parents met while they were in the Air Force. In Portuguese, parentes means relatives. Eu tenho parentes nos estados de São Paulo, Minas Gerais e Paraná. Number 4. Compromise, compromisso. In English, a compromise is defined as a settlement of differences reached by a mutual agreement. You want to go to New York for the shopping, and I want to go to Miami for the beach. Let's compromise and go to Los Angeles. In Portuguese, a compromisso is a commitment or obligation that someone has. Mateus fez compromisso de ficar na escola de inglês por mais semestre. Number 3. Discuss, discutir. Discuss in English means to talk about something. Many politicians focus only on the economy, but refuse to discuss issues such as gun control, racial discrimination, and the price of higher education. In Portuguese, discutir means to argue or debate. A minha amiga sempre discute sobre o dinheiro com o marido dela. Number 2. Preservative, preservativo. In English, a preservative is something that is added to food to keep it fresh and long-lasting. This strawberry jelly has no artificial preservatives. However, in Portuguese, preservativo is actually the word for condom. I don't have to give an example sentence in Portuguese here, since I'm sure this video is being watched in classrooms. But this is one false cognate that can lead to some pretty embarrassing and funny situations if you don't know the meaning in the other language. Number 1. Fantasy, Fantasia. I had to include this as number 1 since I've actually had experiences hearing the wrong use of this word in English and found it very strange until I learned what it meant in Portuguese. In both languages, fantasy refers to a genre of movies, books, TV shows, video games, etc. with elements of magic and mythology. Harry Potter is one of the best fantasy series of all time. However, in English, the word fantasy can also have a more sexual meaning. So when it was October and I would hear my Brazilian friends ask me, "Alan, what's your fantasy for Halloween?" I couldn't believe my ears. This was until I realized that the word fantasia in Portuguese means costume. So guys, that was my list of 10 false cognates that exist in English and Portuguese. Just because two words look similar in different languages doesn't mean they always have the same meaning. False cognates can lead to some pretty confusing, if not dangerous, encounters. So hopefully now you guys know what words you should and should not use in certain situations. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, go ahead and give that thumbs up button a press, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. Until next time, and thanks for watching.